Absolutely. And the other thing that we hear often is that when people hear that a claim has or claims are being denied, they often assume that fraud is involved. Is that usually the case?
Not necessarily, and this is actually a very common assumption there, but not necessarily. Many denials happen because of the gaps that leadership did not even realize existed. And a lot of times they don't know it exists because they didn't do the due diligence, the right due diligence. Sometimes MFA wasn't fully deployed. Sometimes backup existed, but were never tested. Sometimes an application was completed using assumptions instead of verifications. The problem is rarely a bad the intention of this company is not actually really bad. The problem is rarely bad intent. The problem is usually a lack of visibility, and that's a big problem.
Absolutely. So let's dig a little bit deeper here and kind of allude into what you mentioned previously. We often hear MFA discussed constantly. Why is it so important for insurance carriers?
It's important because email remains one of the most common attack paths that you see out there. We couldn't really confirm. I believe based on what we see out there, it's the number one way people get compromised. But looking at research, there's been some other areas that people are getting compromised, and so there's not like a full certainty behind exactly what would be the number one, which one has the gold medal. But if you talk to True Advantage, we will tell you that email is actually the most common attack path. If attackers gain access to your email, they can redirect payments, they can steal your information, they can launch additional attacks. And insurers know this. The cybersecurity insurance knows this. That's why multi-factor authentication, or MFA as we call it, some people call it 2FA, two-factor authentication, has become one of the most important controls that they evaluate.
Absolutely. And we deal with this on a day-to-day basis.